So then he says the man who has control over his motives and organs, okay, organs is all the sense organs and motor organs, all is unchangeably established, very strong, drida, okay. He controls his own inner forces and nothing can draw them out against his will. See the difference in words. His will, okay. For us now, it is the tendencies will that we are enacting. For the established one, it is his will against the tendencies will if required. They have the will to stop the tendencies. Desires will arise until the body is there. It will be slowly becoming dampened and not very furious and all those things. But desires are there inherent until the body continues. But the established one does not even, क्या बोलते हैं, भाव नहीं देते उसको. They don't value them at all. It's like they don't, it's like a sneeze for them. They don't look at it, or they don't fan it, or they don't try to do something about it. Unlike us, when a desire is going, we are like, chalo, chalo, let's get it done, and we want this done, and the will and the wish and God sent, and we use all the forces to get that desire fulfilled. That is the difference between an established person and all of us sadhaks. Okay? Be clear that we are sadhaks. We are still struggling to get there. This, where are we? But this continuous reflex of good thoughts, good impressions, moving over the surface of the mind, the tendency for doing good becomes strong, and as a result, we feel able to control the indriyas. This comes, okay? Thus alone will character be established, and then alone the man gets to truth. Such a man is safe forever. He cannot do any evil. He is safe, okay? Now, wherever you place him, he is fine. You must remember that freedom of the soul is the goal for all yogas. All yogas, all the 4 parts of yoga, okay? The freedom is, all the 4 parts lead to freedom. Karma Yoga also leads to freedom, Bhakti Yoga also leads, all will lead to freedom only. So you can either combine or go intensely on one of them. Now, like by work alone, men may get to where Buddha got, largely by meditation, or Christ by prayer. But remember that Buddha was a working jnani. He didn't sit down in one place and say, ki, chalo, I am done, I am liberated. 45 years after liberation, he has worked, walked village to village to village, giving sermons and sermons, and in all weathers, in all difficulties, in eating whatever was given to him, all through 45 years. And we say, work, why should we work? We will meditate and get liberated. And then we have to work, we have to work. So understand that even Vivekananda himself was working. Till the last breath he was working. So these are working jnanis. Then Christ was a bhakta. He was more into, I am the son of God, and that kind, which is also fine. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so many people. Even Srila Prabhupada went all over the US and established so much of ISKCON center. See, they work a lot, especially once they have gone deeper into it. The first thing that springs out of them is, I need to work. So these are working jnanis, working bhakta souls. Okay, they work and they establish and they share and they try to help more people into liberation. So the difficulty is here, liberation means entire freedom. It is freedom from the bondage of good and as well as bad, both. What we want is, I want to get rid of the bad, which is correct. First, we should get rid of our bad tendencies by enhancing the good tendencies. My old formula of 2015, 2016, I think, 2017, formulas that I gave to children, good plant, bad plant. I used to tell them, which plant you want? What is the qualities of good plants? They will say, helping a mummy, studying, going to school, respecting my parents. And this was their good points. And they were bad points, that I should not get angry, I should not beat my brother or sister. And all this was their bad points. So I said, you have both the plants, right? So which plant you want to grow, that plant you have to do more action. That is more watering. This applies for all of us. So I should water my good tendencies so much, so much, so much that they become strong, 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 and they start ruling. They start ruling completely. And then the bad tendencies will be like that life boy hand wash 99.9% with 1 or 2 worms here and there. Same. So the bad tendencies will be like that, 2 or 3 here and there, bad bacteria, and everything else will be good. Okay. So then we have reached here, then we have to start giving up the doership totally. That even the good is happening due to divine will and divine grace. I am non-doer, totally. This is not only with speech, it is with the complete understanding that it's all happening. Then you get rid of the good also. It's like the example, you use the thorn to remove the thorn and then you throw both. So that's how it works, okay? Thus the attached becomes the unattached. Work, but let not the action or the thought produce deep impression on the mind. This is when you have reached the bad is removed and good is left. At that time, don't bother to make more good impressions. Start disassociating from all actions. I'm not the doer, even of the good, even of the bad. Don't do this right now. Right now, we need to water and do and get into the tendency of making the good tendency good and good and good like a mountain. And the bad tendency is totally reduced. When that stage is reached, then the karta bhav, the doership has to withdraw, saying that it's all happening anyway. You can see the tendencies are working for themselves. That time you still do the good work, naturally, because the tendency will make you do that work. You don't have a choice. But that time, sit down and relax and say that I'm not the doer. Think and understand I'm not the doer. Tendencies are enacting themselves. I am just witnessing it. As soon as the doership drops, then that mountain also falls and you are liberated. You cannot be liberated holding so many good tendencies like a mountain and the ego and everything. Doesn't work. Doesn't work, okay? Good tendencies lead you to liberation, for sure. But eventually you have to start dropping the doership totally. And then whatever good tendencies mountain is made, that much will fructify in the prarabdha and finish. That's it. So let the ripples come and go. Let huge actions proceed from the muscles and the brain, but let them not make any deep impression on the soul. You understand? Huge actions proceed from the muscles is Karma Yoga and the brain is Jnana Yoga. We can add heart and put Bhakti Yoga also. You can add that also. This is the solution. How to do this? Okay. See, we see that the impression of any action to which we attach ourselves remains, right? Like suppose I like attending a session or maybe doing yoga. So that impression stays with me naturally. I may meet hundreds of persons during the day and among them also meet one whom I love. And when I retire at night, I may try to think of all the faces, but only that face comes up before the mind. The face perhaps which I saw only for 1 minute and which I loved, all the others have vanished. Now this may be a little difficult to get back to and understand where this happened. But imagine you went for a buffet dinner, okay? There were 50 varieties of food. There's that one thing that you ate, maybe a gulab jamun, I don't know, and with rabdi and all, and you loved it so much that when you went to sleep at night also, you could remember only that one, and the rest of the food, which was equally good, was forgotten. This is the simple way to understand what he is trying to say. So that one thing that I loved, it could be a person, a thing, or a food, doesn't matter. That stays on our mind as an impression, and the rest of them vanish like as if they didn't come on. But you ate the whole meal. But in the end, you ate that one particular thing which was so tasty that you forgot the rest of the food. And you will say it was good, it was good. But that, now I can't forget that taste only. That exactly what he's trying to say. Okay. So then this is how it happens. He has given the whole process, how the reflection, how the image is formed on the retina, and then the brain took the pictures, and then the mind, of course, fixes it saying this is this, etc. So then understand that this is simple. Perhaps they had pictured him in my mind for years, knew hundreds of things and all this, doesn't matter. And this one new vision of him awakened hundreds of sleeping memories in my mind. And this one impression having been repeated perhaps 100 times more than those of the different faces together. How this happens. Now, why did I like that gulab jamun with the rabdi that day? Or the jalebi with the rabdi that day? Why that only? Because probably it was all, that impression was already there hundreds of times. I don't remember it because last 5 years maybe I have not eaten it. But sometime I have eaten it. Some past tendency was there which was strong. And as soon as you ate it, the memory flashed and it became 100 times you thought of that. And the impression became again another 100. That's how the cycle works. Understand this because this is very important. This is what is making our character. All the impression business that he is speaking about, it seems like, chalta hai, it's very light, but it is not. It is what we are today. Every action is ruled by these tendencies. What we brought, what we conditioned, and then our genetics. In all of this, you have to think if you even have a free will. The tendencies will attract similar tendencies, good or bad. Okay. Based on that day, how your state of mind was, you may end up doing a thing which was a very small tendency or a very weak tendency of yours. And then come home and realize, oh my God, I made a mistake. From where did I get this thought? Why did I do that? It was a vasana, but that situation was like that. Your mind was messed up and you ended up making a blunder. That's all. So understand how vasanas work, how they play, and how they make action happen through you without your consent. Then we are very high and mighty thinking, I want a choice, I want a choice. Okay, we always have a choice. But just look at the choices. A South Indian will have filter coffee always and say, no, this is my choice. They will go to any country, they will ask for filter coffee and dosa. They will not get it. But that is the tendency. That is the tendency. It will ask for that only. So the tendencies, the choices are coming out of the tendency. But somebody will say, no, we have this pizza here and we serve these cookies and stuff. And then you will say, no, but I want dosa idli and I want coffee. And I want filter coffee only. See, you are making a choice. There is a 200 item menu. Okay. But what are you choosing? Same masala dosa and same filter coffee. Why? Why? My tendencies are making the choice. No, I choose it. It suits me. I like it. All this is extra. But the choices are, you only are making the choices. But just see how limited the choices are. 200 item menu, you end up choosing the same masala dosa means your impression and your tendency has already made the choice for you. So it's not right or wrong. It's not right or wrong. Just be aware of. Just be aware of. You go to an ice cream parlor. There are like 40, 50 flavors, okay? But you may taste everything. But in the end, you will go and say the same one, which I always take. This happens. But this is because of the impression. Understand that this is choiceless. I have not chosen. If the choice was made, here there was no free will. That's all. You just need to be aware. And it is good also. Like suppose every night I eat curd rice for dinner. then that impression is so strong that if I end up in some friend's house or a hotel, I will say curd rice. Whatever is there, I will say curd rice, because that is not tendency speaking. And then I will say, no, wait, let me think. But eventually, whatever I eat, I'll say that curd rice was better. Why? Habit. So it's not right or wrong. It's just understanding that how tendencies make the choice for us. Be aware of that. That's all. Okay, don't try to worry, don't worry about it, but be very vigilant. This was a very powerful paragraph and we are time up, so we'll take it next time. But you could also read this, go through this again, understand that we are here, we live to eat or we eat to live. We all should eat to live and not I'm living here to eat, I'm living here to make merry, I'm living here to, no, we are here. Differentiate between nature and you, the soul, are different. The flesh, as it is said by his words, I always say matter and spirit cannot be together, merging together all the time. It's not possible only. We understand ourselves to be matter and unnecessarily fall in the trap of matter. We are spirit. So then, understanding ourselves to be matter, we then start living to eat. Okay, I am here to eat. That's one of the examples. There are other pleasures also of the senses. So then we shouldn't identify ourselves with nature. We are continuously making this mistake, is what he is saying. We are regarding nature as ourselves. That means I'm regarding the body to be me. When I start feeding my body, whatever the body is asking and wanting and desiring and continuously trying to go as per the sense pleasures, all sense pleasures, then I am entertaining the nature, the prakriti, okay? And I am forgetting that who I am the spirit. And the nature, it will work by itself. What do I need to do? This is the, you need to be able to set yourself aside from that. It is not easy. It will take time, but we'll understand this even better next time, okay, in detail. So, because this brings bondage unnecessary, where there is none. Okay, so next time we'll take this, we'll understand this and then start the next. I think this is a small chapter. No, not quite small. Yeah, but still small. Hopefully, we'll be done in 2 or 3 sessions. Okay, but it's an in-depth one. Okay, so let's close. Om Asatu Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead us from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. Okay, thank you so much.